A new YouTube show is shining a spotlight on cold cases. One of the first episodes focuses on a crime right here in San Diego. The 1999 murder of a Chula Vista man killed after he answered his front door. One killer was caught, but a female accomplice is still on the run 20 years later. News 8's Kelly Hessedal has more on this push to generate tips from the public.
Well, the crime happened here in the Rancho Del Rey neighborhood of Chula Vista back in 1999. A female suspect pretended she was looking for her missing cat when she knocked on the victim's door asking for help.
911. Somebody killed my husband.
The search continues today for the female suspect who was involved with killing 54-year-old Sergio Morales, a furniture store owner, back in 1999. Police say Morales and his wife were watching TV when a woman, shown here in this composite sketch, knocked on the door and asked for help locating her cat. Morales went into his backyard to look. When he returned to the front door, the woman was gone, and instead her boyfriend was there. There was a struggle, and Morales was shot and killed. Here's emotional video from the scene that day. Today, a new push for leads on the female suspect's whereabouts. A YouTube show called Journey to Justice shines a spotlight on the 20-year-old case. The host, former San Diego detective Pete Carrillo.
Sergio Morales was actually my neighbor, and this had a great impact on the community here in South Bay. This was right during the holidays. They were making plans to have a family gathering for Christmas, and there was a knock at the door, and this shattered their whole lives.
The male suspect, Joe Mora, was arrested in 2015 and sentenced to life behind bars. The victim's daughter spoke in court.
My dad was my best friend. We talked almost every single day on the phone, sometimes for hours at a time.
Mora has never revealed any information about his accomplice, not even a name.
This particular female suspect is, in my opinion, just as responsible for this murder. We're hoping that somebody can provide a tip that will light this case back on fire.
And it's possible that female suspect may be in Mexico. We're told that her boyfriend had been planning to flee to Mexico right before he was arrested. If you have any information about this case, contact San Diego Crime Stoppers. Back to you.
All right, Kelly, thanks.